Hey everyone, so today I'm going to be filming a quick video, and it is just going to be different note-taking methods and how I take notes. So what you're going to need some supplies, obviously. So you're going to need some sort of paper, so like a notebook, a legal pad, loose leaf or graph paper, as well as something to write with and whatever else you'd want to supplement that. So like pencil, colored pens, regular pens, like just black pens, highlighters, things like that. And also, some tips is to jot down like quick notes at school and then rewrite them at home, because it's going to be great review. And also, like even if you're doing your book notes, just kind of jot them down and then rewrite them nice. So if you want some tips, you can refer to my study tips video, which I'll have linked below, and refer to tips 3, 8, 9, 14, 15, 19, and 20. I'll actually have them written out down below. So, yes. So, today I used my notes. These are from my biology notes from last year on evolution, just as an example. And I have some examples in this notebook. So, we're just going to get right into the various methods. So the first method is the outline method, and basically what you're going to do is just have different like main topics, and then you're going to explain them. So here I just did, this was just like the topic and then what it meant, so I didn't really like categorize that. That's just the topic of the notes, like the overall topic as well as what it meant. And then this is like the first main topic. So the first main topic was what kind of change, and then I listed like 1, 2, like listed them out with numbers. You can reverse it and do letters and then numbers. It just depends on what would work best for you. But you can either do like this way, so I put anatomical, and then I put in parentheses, which would be body parts, or the other way would be you could do like this 2 would be behavior, and then if it's more in detail I did a letter and then said if heritable. So that's just kind of the outline method. You just keep doing that all the way down, and I feel like that's pretty simple. And then next is the Cornell method, and so basically a lot of people do this, but you have the Q column, which is just going to be like words, phrases, topics, things like that, and this is going to be where you take the notes. And also an optional would be a summary. I don't really like that about this style, but you definitely don't have to do that. So what you're going to do is take your notes over here and then put like topics and headings and things over in this column. And this can be a really great study tool. I feel like it's pretty simple and pretty self-explanatory. But yeah, and then moving on to the like bubble method, I guess. I don't know what you would like to call it. The mind map method, I guess, also works. So you just put the main topic in the middle, and then everything branches off of it, and this is my example of it. And I feel like that's pretty self-explanatory, so I'm just going to move on to the next one. Next is the flow method, and this is like something that you're going to create yourself, and it's like an original document, and it's created to learn. And I got this idea from, I can't remember the video, but I'll link it below because I can't remember his name, but the guy's channel is amazing. He has so many good videos, so definitely that'll be linked down below. But this is like how I would do it personally. This is like my flow method of it. But basically when you're doing this, it's how it would make sense in your brain, and it's going to help you learn it better because you're kind of processing it when you're trying to figure out how you want to organize the notes. And then the next method is the write on the slides method, but basically you print off the notes ahead of time and you just take extra notes in class. Pretty simple. And then next is the bulleted list. Seems pretty simple, but I just put like a topic, and then the bullet is explaining it. Pretty obvious. And then the skip the lines method. So basically what I do is I just for each like topic I just skip the lines pretty much like that, so they're just each chunk of information is spaced out. And these are how I take my in-class notes. And then I rewrite them at home in a nicer notebook. So this year my method is going to be writing them like this into a composition notebook and then coming home and rewriting them in a spiral bound notebook with like colors, and they're more neat. So what I do is I have like different, these are my 3 main sections and then everything else falls after. So I have a summary at the top of like the summary of the section, as well as a vocab section and important like concepts and questions, because this is going to be a really good study tool. And then I just pretty much list my notes after, and that's all I do. I feel like this is a pretty simple video because I have the pictures and you can go back and look at the different pictures more closely, but I'm just really bad at explaining things. So that's just how I take notes and yada yada yada. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys!